Hey guys, what's up? Hope you guys are doing great. Welcome back to my channel. This video is about the ultimate guide to Symbiosis entrance test. As you all know guys, Symbiosis entrance test is the next big exam for a lot of aspirants across the courses, be it for law, journalism, BBA, BCom. So in this video, I will be covering each and everything that you need to know about the Symbiosis entrance test. Just guys, watch this video till the very end. You would not need to go anywhere else to know anything about Symbiosis entrance test. Likewise, this video will contain all the important links to important material, preparation strategies, anything and everything that you need to know. So without wasting any time, let's just directly get started. Alright guys, the first thing is the important details about the Symbiosis entrance test. So the Symbiosis entrance test this time is a home proctored exam, pretty similar to the one that you've given at Christ University if you have. In case if you haven't guys, all you need is like a laptop, an internet connection with a workable web camera and a microphone. Just in your home, by sitting in your laptop, in front of your laptop, you will be able to give this exam. Symbiosis entrance test, likewise a lot of other aptitude tests, is an MCQ based test. So you would have 4 options and you would have to select the correct one which you think would be the correct one. This exam, unlike the other exams, does not have any negative marking, and the Symbiosis entrance test is for 1 hour. The pattern for Symbiosis entrance test, so like you all know guys, since Symbiosis is like an umbrella university under which there are different departments or different schools that you may want to call them, and they hold their particular test. SLAT stands for law, SET is for other courses other than law, engineering or design. Okay, so for all those courses you'll have the SAT. You also have the SIEEE, which is for engineering, basically it's for BTech related courses. They also used to have entrance test for SEED, which was for the design school, but they're not having it this year. So talking about the pattern for the Symbiosis entrance test, English you have for 16 marks, Quants you have 16 marks, general knowledge you have 16 marks, and logical reasoning you have 12 marks. Each question carries 1 mark, so in total you'll be given 60 questions which you need to answer in the 60 minutes itself. Now VAT stands for written ability test, and that is also along with your Symbiosis entrance test. A lot of people had the misconception that no, it happens with the interview or something. No guys, it is happening with the entrance test itself. It'll be a 90-minute sitting, out of which only 60 minutes will be for the entrance test. Okay, and this is the bifurcation of the pattern. For SLAT, which is for law, you have reading comprehension of 12 marks, which means 12 questions, GK of 12 marks, legal reasoning of 12 marks, logical reasoning of 12 marks, and analytical reasoning of 12 marks. This again makes it to a total of 60 and 60 minutes. That means 1 minute per question, and they also have a written ability test for 30 minutes. Talking about SIEEE, you have physics of 30 marks, chemistry of 30 marks, and math of 60 marks. So that makes it to a total of 120 marks. Each question basically here carries double weightage, and there is no written ability test. Talking about the most important topics to study, I would want you guys, each one of you, to take a screenshot of this and refer to it while you are studying. Again guys, this is not a complete list in the sense that these are not the only topics that can come on the exam. There can be other topics that can also come, but these are the ones that have been most repeatedly been asked in the Symbiosis entrance test. So while you're starting your preparation, these should be the ones that you should be looking at. In terms of quants, you have profit and loss and percentages, you have permutation and combinations, you have ratio and proportions, you have time, speed and distance, and you also have average and number series. Talking about English guys, reading comprehension takes the major chunk. Along with that, you've got idioms, you've got tenses and verbs. You obviously, everybody and anybody needs to focus solely on grammar, like not solely but majorly on grammar. It includes articles, nouns, pronouns, all of that, adjectives, subject verb agreement, all those. Talking about logical reasoning guys, so a majority of the chunk of questions that were asked were from arrangements and puzzles. They also have blood relations, series and patterns, coding and decoding, calendars and clocks. Talking about general knowledge, you've got geography and history, you've got awards and events, you've got personalities, you've got economy, as well as the government policies. Talking about legal reasoning for law students, you've got legal facts, legal terminologies, as well as public policies, which are most oftenly asked in the SLAT exam. Talking about physics and chemistry, which is for SIEEE, you should be focusing for physics on law of motion, work, energy and power, properties of solids and liquids. Talking about chemistry, you should be focusing on atomic structures, chemical thermodynamics, bonding and molecule structure. Again repeating it guys, these are not the only topics that can come in your Symbiosis entrance test. There could be other topics that will also come about, but these had the highest number of representation across the entrance test for the previous years. Alright guys, talking about the study material, where all you should be looking for the material, what all you should be doing. So guys, this is what I could bifurcate. These are the three main study materials that you should be focusing on. Firstly, unlike a lot of other universities, Symbiosis does have its previous papers available online, so that becomes a good resource for you to check out. Not only you can do a lot of analysis on the kinds of questions that were asked. Even before, when I was talking about the most important questions, I could make up a lot of it through the analysis of the previous year papers. That becomes a huge good material that you can be looking at. Secondly is the free practice links. Thirdly are the subject books. Now for all these things guys, I will be putting down the links to each and everything in the description below, so make sure you check it up. I don't think so you need anything other than that, other than these three things, so majorly focus on that. Again guys, do value free material, the one that I'm providing. It's not that any of the material that is free that I'm providing is of not good quality and all of that. It's pretty good, so you should be practicing from that. Even the subject books that I have mentioned, you should be looking at it, but in case you already have some other subject material books, you don't need to go and buy separately new ones. All the material guys more or less is just the same. It's about the practice that you do. So this is what I feel that you should be going through in terms of the study material. Talking about the preparation strategy for Symbiosis, quantity is the king. I'm pretty sure you are not used to hearing this, but this goes really well for Symbiosis entrance test. Just because you guys know that there is no negative marking, you should make sure that you should be attempting all the questions that are there on the entrance test. No matter if you know it, you don't know it, close your eyes, open your eyes, do rough work, don't do rough work, but answer all the questions. Okay, Inky, Pinky, Ponky, ABCD, Jai Mata Di, all of that, get it right. Okay, get that done. Talking about the second preparation strategy guys, easy questions, tough competitions. It's, I know, a little tough for you to understand, but I'll explain it to you guys. Basically, through the experience of so many years and talking to a lot of people, Symbiosis entrance test is not tough at all. Like, the toughest of the questions are also just moderate in level. You know, this is how I can best explain it to you guys. What I mean by that is that you are not going to find any complex questions or any of the hardcore level, very tough difficulty or like 5-star questions. No, you would not get that. They are very moderate to easy level questions. So is it a good thing or a bad thing? It's a bad thing. Why is it a bad thing? Is because everybody will be able to do well in the exam. Okay, because it's not really tough as the whole structure and the pattern of the exam and the questions that come, everybody ends up getting a really good score. Okay, in terms of really good score, I mean that there are people who've got full marks in the Symbiosis entrance test. You know, throughout my time and the years to come by and the previous years too, a lot of people are the ones who've got full scores, who've got 1 less, 2 less, 3 less, and that's a really good score to get. Likewise, since it is a very transparent process, so you would know the score that you've gotten. And since it is on the cutoff basis, the cutoff tends to be very high. Okay, because everybody is able to get a good score and they cannot offer admissions to everybody and they don't even want everybody for the interview. So they usually do keep the cutoff really high. So there is tough competition. So guys, the margin for error becomes really less. So now in an easy exam, you should just be looking at like a 95% accuracy or a 98% accuracy minimum. Okay, that is what you should go if you want to make it to the cutoff for the Symbiosis entrance test. I hope this provides you a clear analysis of how you need to be preparing for the Symbiosis entrance test. Number 3 is practice with consistency. This is the one thing over the years I've talked to so many students, I've realized is that everybody gets in full josh, they want to work really hard, but 1 or 2 days into the practice, they're gone. Like, you know, either they're overworked or under delivered or, you know, exhausted already. So I don't want you guys to do that. Naturally, I'll also be making up a video on the 10-day strategy and how you should be making your routine for the same. But on a general level, guys, practice with consistency. That means don't burn yourself out, but do little by little every day. You know, that's all I mean by that. Number 4 thing is build fundamental knowledge. That's really very important. I've told that for Christ University entrance test also and for the other exams as well. Building fundamental knowledge is really important. Specifically for Symbiosis entrance test, it's even more important because they are not asking you any hard level questions or they're not asking you very high level questions. They are asking you easy questions, and sometimes when we are focusing too much on the hard questions, we get the easy ones wrong. Okay, and the easy ones are the ones very basic to fundamentals. You know, they're very grounded as questions. So try building your fundamental knowledge. Always question in your mind, why is this formula being used? Or, you know, just don't do the ratification. Practice it well by understanding the formulas and, you know, just building up your core in terms of the knowledge. The 5th one is don't get lost in material, guys. Internet is flooded with material. There is an information load everywhere and anywhere when you talk about any exam for that matter, be it for Symbiosis, Christ, NPAT, all of that. I don't want you to get lost in the material. Every material is good, guys. Okay, there is nothing wrong with it. Whichever company that you've booked with, whichever material that you've, even the books that you are buying from anywhere, from Amazon, even the free links that you're looking for, all of the material is good. The only sad part that I see is that people end up more time collecting the material rather than going through the material, and that's a shame. Okay, in short, just stick to one basic thing, get the basic material ready and start working from there. Once the material finishes or ends, then you should be looking at that. I'm talking to so many students, be it for personal guidance, whatever. They're just like, bhaiya, tell me this, bhaiya, tell me that. I downloaded it from here, I downloaded it from there, this book, this company, all of that. And they've got tons and GBs of material. But when you ask them how much have they gone through, they've not gone through anything. So guys, don't get lost in the material. Every material is good. You just focus on practicing. That's far more important than anything else. Practicing would really define whether you make it through or not. So focus on that. Don't just get lost in like somebody saying this, somebody saying that, somebody's asking us to download this, somebody's asking us to download that, all of that. Even the links that I have provided, if you don't want to go through them, it's okay. But just stick to the basics, which is practice. That would be the biggest key to success. So yes guys, that was the ultimate guide to Symbiosis entrance test. In the coming days, I will also be bombarding you with a lot more other videos in terms of preparing you in the best possible manner for Symbiosis entrance test. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. Comment below if you have any doubts, questions, queries. Share this video with as many people as you can so that this can benefit them. Last but not the least guys, you know the drill. Please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that you guys can receive regular updates of whenever I upload a new video. At the same time, I am motivated to make much more videos for all you people. Thank you so much guys for watching this one. Take care. Have an amazing day.